Okay, this is lesson 13 and this is called HRM data, and we're going to have a quick look at HRM again and try and remember everything that was all about. In fact, I'm even thinking of doing a quick lecture after this just to bring all of this together into one whole, and I've changed my top here because I've just spilled beetroot soup all down the front of it. Very nice, very nice. Indeed. Okay, so the objectives of the HRM syllabus were employee engagement. How do you engage employees, and how do you get talent and developing talent? You've got to train people up, and diversity within organisations. You don't want everyone being exactly the same. That your values align with the values of the firm. That's going to produce a worker that's more motivated. Number, skills and location of all the different employees. So this is what you do. This is what you try and create within a department. Now, HRM data was, so you may walk into the exam, or certainly on the old papers you used to go in there and you find some HRM data. I made this one pretty obvious really, but here you've got 8 levels of hierarchy, now you've got 4, so it's centralised to decentralised structure. So you're talking about theory Y workers here, so you're giving workers more responsibility. Therefore, you've got to increase more money in terms of training. They might have labour turnover down here has gone down. That's going to save the company money because it costs money to recruit people. There are more Kaizen groups. Hopefully some more ideas are going to come through about the firm. People will innovate more. And the labour cost per unit has also gone down, so the firm should be making larger profits. They may also give us labour productivity on there, and if it's going up or down. If it's going up, then obviously costs are going down per unit, so therefore the firm will be making more money. So you had to interpret this data and come to conclusions to what that was saying, which I've just been through right now. Now, in terms of HRM data, there's not a lot out there, to be honest. There's labour productivity and labour turnover. Obviously, you want your productivity to be as high as possible, and you want your labour turnover probably to be as low as possible, because that means that workers are content to stay within your company. So one of these things is you're always trying to engage employees together, and you look at Hackman and Oldman's model on there, and there are 5 factors in there. Basically, it's giving that your work can't be too easy, must be quite difficult. It must be recognised for what you do. You must be able to develop your work. You must be able to have different tasks on there. And if you do all of these things, then you can again produce a motivated worker. Then you've got all these motivation theories on here, which we've already been through: Maslow, Taylor, Mayo, McGregor, Hertzberg. So you can use those to say why workers are important. They're not, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to ask an exam to sort of list them and say what is Maslow's motivation theory, and then why motivation is important. Now, there are loads of examples of great companies out there that are really cool to work for, and basically Zappos has really looked at what makes people happy, what really engages people. And there's quite a complicated thing on there. And then if you can get people engaged, then they're going to be more productive, they're going to come up with more ideas, and that's going to help. That in the long term is going to help the business. So the way in which you develop HRM resources is really dependent upon creating a great firm. Okay, so what creates a great firm? You need a great leader, but then you also need great people within it. So they are the most important resource of a firm. So if you can align the two things together, then you are going to create something that's really, really good. Okay, so that's what this section is all about, HRM.